The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Alert, 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 alert. Let's put that team on the bus. Check it out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
I told you they'd be cheating.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Show it up, show it up. Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it with Dixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
That's it. That's it. 44. Hey, let's get them home.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 31-yard line.
For the set. Ready?
I'm playing against a dude right now in the Jaguars and places. He got 3 linebackers, one a superstar, one an X-Factor, and the other one a Jags. No, you haven't looked at the X-Factor.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And this one caught by
Fuck, man. I'm mad as hell.
And they're going to have this across midfield and
I
inside
couldn't
the
do
45.
anything. I couldn't run. I couldn't
have
throw.
another
It was
first
just
down
defense
as
that
the
beat me.
tackle's made at the
That's all it was. And
44-yard
fucking Breeder.
line.
That bastard fast. This motherfucker was 95 speed. He outrunning everybody. And then the further part was his safety was outrunning John Ross.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Newton.
Bro, I took the team and didn't have nobody. But nobody on my team made the Pro Bowl.
Tyus
And we fucking
Bowser
still went to Super
gets
Bowl.
him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Newton. And the return out shy of midfield.
See, I'm really about to cut
cut
this motherfucking down 4-9. I'm about to run the fucking same stretch play all goddamn game.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Lee. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This time, Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Even Drake said this shit.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Jacksonville 1st down and a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dixon running from the shotgun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
It's like,
they'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I would have won that bitch, but when I threw the ball,
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As watch that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And just enough to get it done.
I lost in the Super Bowl.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I lost the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, shit, to Lions in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, Seahawks.
His name is Kid Chill Out.
Oh, Kid, chill out.
We don't lose, bro. We blackout champions. We 2K champions. We everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, we won blackout earlier, JP.
Hell yeah,
The Titans
baby.
offense set
More
to
like
begin the
1-1,
drive.
baby.
It's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the
Talking
turnover
about
and the punt
duos.
on this
Just
first
real
down.
stick.
So there's optimism because they've improved, right?
We killed each other. We're a team.
Yards better, punts better than the turn. The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first down.
Hey,
That sound like me.
Had a 2 flank kills and ran up on the nigga. Only had 3. Yeah, it was the 3 that mattered, though.
And Walker has it.
The 3 that
13
mattered.
yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
You
And
still
the
on the
game just
stick?
keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Y'all playing the game.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I could have kept watching that crazy ass Netflix shit
Out of the
on.
gun, Newton. And Walker with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now
I'm gonna get it when
second
it come out
down.
next year.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back
Oh,
end.
you
Pass
said that
rush,
every
they've been
week
able to
in
get
your
home.
joint too.
And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to go
You gotta get work. Just tell some bullshit like you ain't used to working third. But you third square doing that. Oh, I ain't know if you did not. Well, yeah, but if you ain't used to working third, you need time to adjust shit.
And he fires
You
one.
never know if anything changed or when it changed.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard
You
line.
know, I'm a sleeping guard.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Yeah.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Yeah, you'd have been pushing.
On 2nd down,
Shit,
it's
you'd have been
Dixon.
late. Take at least an hour and some change to
I
run
do
the
know from
damn game.
experience that when you slow down someone's running game,
Third,
you're
second
now doing
quarter,
the
in second
dictating on
quarter, then about
defense.
10th
And
there.
guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
If niggas don't take their time picking plays like this nigga.
Got big, Nick. Big, you got a big.
Cut in left. Hey. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike 91. Ran. 91 is the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to make a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That's that white quarterback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Six interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong colors.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Corey Clement, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
I'm getting my ass.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
We don't play that shit, bro.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A 1st down carry for Henry. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive.
At least you've
like
been
said,
there, brother. That's all that matters,
they may just stick with it. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
I've been stabbed in my heart because my heart ain't strong.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
My heart ain't strong, so I'm gonna do it alone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball.
My heart ain't strong, so I lost the game. I didn't have enough heart to put it into the game.
Are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them
If
this
I stop
afternoon.
that run,
They're still trying to run the ball, but
game.
they're not finding much space.
Just know
Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns.
But I look at it like this. These niggas that got that first one for free shit.
A touchdown machine this early.
Them niggas don't be doing that shit in real life.
You know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone.
I give first one free to at least Ty Gurley. Christian
Out of a
McCaffrey.
cannon, I would imagine success this early.
Saquon Barkley.
Going forward for the rest of the year.
That's probably about it in the league, bro. Dalvin Cook probably, but shit, he ain't really like that. You get what I'm saying?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's not long. He's killing cats. He drowned him. He put him in
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
He did all this
That
shit.
one
Then
good
he
for
posted a video of him
26 and a
stabbing
first
the
down.
dude. And
They're
they've
trying
been
to show
looking
that they
for
can run
him.
the
These
ball,
people been
protect this
looking for him.
lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He going all over the world.
That hold coming
Making
from the middle
videos,
of the
killing
line, the center.
cats, dogs.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people
This is
right over you, and
crazy.
as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block
It's on
it, you
Netflix.
can be a little bit late getting it
What?
done.
This shit I'm watching.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
There's a lot of talk.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now this time they look to throw. Dixon complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Got a couple of pixels for that, though. I can take some. They tried to get me coming away today, but I couldn't.
EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Yeah, he tried to get me to come in. Good, too.
Just go for it.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
He probably will still be walking. She would have still been walking. Yeah, right. She would have still been walking.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
I really got lost.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would kiss it on the ground.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just really bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down.
It's you know, when we jumping out the plane and we land and always die fast.
I did that shit. I got all the kills.
Yeah.
The Titans on 3rd down.
I got all the kills.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Fucking 4 o'clock in the morning to about
12:30. I had all like 12:30.
He had like 12:30. We got 1 minute. But it was just fucking real.
Hey, it was. I was yelling like a motherfucker. I probably woke up my whole house.
I know I was scared the shit out of mom. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I did. Nah, it was yet, but it was fucking my phone.
Hey, brothers, knowing damn well that shit, but that ain't what we do. We was hiding in the goddamn tall grass.
We was there acting like spikers for real, man. The circle got small, we got on our stomach. We was creeping, I had a sniper, and I sniped the nigga through the window. I said, oh shit, stick, I got him, gotta do something with that. I said, he in the house, stick, he in the house. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna rush some shit. 2 gives me 1 stick, you just got there, just do it if you can. And then he jumped through the window as soon as I walked through the house. I
and you can tell her, you told me to rush it, but goddamn, I hid in the grass.
Did you?
Yeah, hid in the grass. Yeah. By the time, hey bro, by the time I heard push, I jumped up and shit, game was over. I ain't even have a chance to come around the goddamn building.
I was thinking, I was like, shit, what if this nigga like a YouTuber?
It killed you, it did kill me.
Both ass after this bitch, had me on YouTube looking like a fool.
Like a
As soon as his
damn.
ass jumped through that window, as soon as he jumped through the window, I knew his ass was good. So I just held R2. I just R2 and swung the damn right joystick.
And he'll get
Crowd
it
is
past the 20
motherfucking
to
ass.
the 22-yard line.
I needed that. I was happy as hell. Yeah, we want to play that shit. I just knew I couldn't get into it.
Get back on
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I'm just running straight to the other side.
You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's good.
Clock continuing.
I was staying in the border shit. I got it on Netflix
before snapping it on second down.
Should stay. Oh, somebody breaking my house. Y'all can hear.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Gun. Look at it.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No, Cam! God damn!
That should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This nigga trash, bro. That I lost to. This nigga is straight up trash, bro. Just run the clock out, bro. Shoot the clock. So I'll go back to sleep.
They'll start the drive with Dixon.
Trash.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Stupid ass.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take
you hear what,
to the
Dave
2-minute
Jones?
warning.
I'm not Dave Jones.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
David
EA
Temper said about Cam.
So it's Jaguar football here as
Cam
we
ain't
welcome you
going
back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I don't think we're going to have a high enough pick to do that.
Now on first, Dixon again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the motion.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. on 1st and 10, it's Clement. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out.